when you're a creator, you're an artist, but you also have to remember that if you're trying to start your own company, you've got to have the business skills. You've got to have the financial skills to be able to grow a business, maintain a business. So I think a big mistake I'll just tell you a mistake that I made, wasn't even really a mistake, maybe a misunderestimation, if that's a word, misunderestimation, figure that one out. So when I started my company, I didn't think about the amount of effort that it was gonna take and all the different things that were gonna be required for this to happen, okay? You have teams, you have people, you have clients, you have processes, and I just wanna give advice to creators and anybody that's out there that's trying to go out on their own, because when I did it, I had the idea that I could figure it out, and I did figure it out. But the biggest thing that should have taken place was the study of business administration. And I've heard other entrepreneurs talk about this. Just because you can sell doesn't really mean that you can run a company. You can sell, you can produce money, but when you're on your own, you're selling and you're producing money, but then you have to deliver what you sold. And if you don't have a team to do that, you get stuck in this cycle of sell, produce, and you can never outdo that. Is that a bird? So you have to think about this from a business administration standpoint. Just ask yourself, like, okay, I know how to sell, but do I know how to do accounting? Do I know how to do client management? Do I know how to do customer service? Do I know how to do fulfillment? Do I know how to do project management? Do I know how to set up all these things that come along with having a business? And when you go out on your own, you're young and ambitious, I think it's important for you to have that ambition, but you also have to remember there's another side to it, and that's the business aspect of it. So if there's one thing that I would have changed when I went out on my own, I should have taken more courses on that. Business admin, how to be an administrator, how to run a company, how to handle those different facets. And I kind of had to stumble my way through a lot in the first few years of my business. Now I'm pretty proficient and I understand I have a great team, I've got people now, and I understand how that works. But when you're a creator, you're an artist, but you also have to remember that if you're trying to start your own company, you've got to have the business skills. You've got to have the financial skills to be able to grow a business, maintain a business, make a business last beyond 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, because that's really what you're getting yourself into. Otherwise, you're just a freelancer forever. And if you want to be a freelancer forever, that's fine. You could do that, but there's a certain cap of income that you can actually make by doing that. So if you want to pursue your goals of being on your own and doing this whole big thing for yourself and your dreams and your goals, just realize that at one point your freelance is going to hit a ceiling that you can no longer go beyond. And you're going to have to get a team, and you're going to have to know how to manage that team, and you're going to have to learn different personalities, and you're going to have processes. Everything you know, nobody else does the same way you do it. So when you make a business plan, when you're making a business, man, you should also study business administration. Because just because you can sell, or just because you can do something really good, doesn't mean you can run a company. And you gotta prep yourself for that. I'm not saying that to discourage you, I'm just saying it's part of the game.